Week 9, Turf Frog and FFL Goal Line Report. Okay, the Turf Frogs this week, we started Aaron Rodgers, got us 12 points, had a great day. Started off kind of slow for him, but he ended up doing pretty good for us. He ran one in, which really helps. He's pretty solid all year. Will we be starting this coming week? I don't know. May have a better starter this week. We'll talk about that a little later. Matt Forte, we started. Another disappointment from him. Got 1 point out of him. He got us 109 or so total yards, but really he's not producing unless he plays Cleveland. We did a real big mistake this week, which it didn't hurt us as bad as it could have. We pulled out Michael the Burner Turner against the Skins. One of the biggest mistakes you can probably make in fantasy is going with your heart and against your NFL team, and mine is the Redskins, so I didn't start Michael Turner against him. Not just because he's the Skins, but because I really thought they had a better defense than that. And they are ranked number 1 in pass defense, but they're like 25th or 26th in rush defense, which with Albert Haynesworth in the crowd there, I thought they played a little bit better defense than that, but obviously they didn't, because Michael Turner ended up getting 14 points. That actually could be a bonehead move for the week for not starting him after I preached about going with just studs a couple of weeks ago. But in his place, I started Ryan Moats. I just had picked up the same week, and he got a 6, so all in all, not too bad. Larry Fitzgerald, we started him. He did great. He had 4 weeks without scoring previous, but on that one I did stick with my studs, and I started him again, and he got us 13. A big day for Larry Fitzgerald, and I'm glad to see it. Started Brandon Marshall on Monday night. Hadn't been getting a whole lot out of Brandon Marshall. Hadn't started him at the right times. And this week was probably not another right time against Pittsburgh. But we started him anyway, and he got us 100 yards. So 1 point. We'll take it. We didn't have any other choice at tight end this week but to start Kevin Winslow. Shashenko was on a bye week. And the other guy we got, Finley, I think, I picked him up, and he got to hurt the week after, and he never done nothing for me. Why am I hanging on to him? I don't know. But anyway, we started Kevin Winslow. He scored. Yeah, it was good to have 6 points out of a tight end. That's always good. Kicker started Matt Prater on Monday night. Denver against Pittsburgh. He got us 4 points. Nothing major, but every little bit counted there. Because we had a little bit of a lead going into Monday night. Still, the team still had a lot of players left also. I wish I'd got a little bit more out of a kicker, but they did pretty good, I guess. Saints, 10 points. Another solid performance out of the Saints defense. Couldn't be more proud of having the Saints. They're just every week solid points for defense, and that's just nothing but gravy. Potential points this week was 70. We scored 53. Gives us an efficiency rating of 75.7, which is not too bad. Could have been a lot better. The really only thing we messed up on was a kicker. We could have started Stover. He got 8 instead of Prater's 4. And Michael Turner was the big mess up. He got 14. Yeah, we're really glad to get top dog this week. Moving up to 3rd in the standings. Don't know how good that feels. To have 2 good back-to-back weeks like we've had. This coming week is looking a little bit tough for us, but We're going to see what we can do. The survivor pool keeps rolling on. The Grizzlies and the Cage Rattlers. Grizzlies went with Seattle this past week and they won. And Cage Rattlers went with Atlanta, which is very surprising, over Washington. You know, because Cage Rattlers is a Washington fan also. But they went with Atlanta over Washington, and they carry on with a win also. So they both go into week 10 with a survivor pool. Good luck to both of the guys. This week, Turf Frogs will be starting Brett Favre against Detroit. Brett Favre's playing at home in the Dome in Minneapolis against Detroit. We've been starting Aaron Rodgers every week. But can't go wrong with the old man. He's coming off a bye. Should be rested. It's against Detroit. I feel like I take advantage of that and start old Brett Favre this week. Aaron Rodgers is playing Dallas. Give Aaron Rodgers a break. Starting Matt Forte Thursday night, which is tonight. Don't really want to start Matt Forte against San Francisco. San Francisco is the 4th ranked rush defense. Don't really feel happy about starting Forte against them, but I really don't have anybody else. Moats is on a bye. I'm starting Michael Turner. The rest of the guys, I got 3 rookies. Bernard Scott, which definitely not going to play against Cedric Benson, having a ball in Cincinnati. Glenn Coffey, he's behind Frank Gore. He's not going to start him. Donald Brown, he didn't play last week off an injury. And they're saying he's questionable this week. Can't take the chance, because if I didn't start Forte tonight, I'd be forced to start Donald Brown. And if he didn't play, I'd be in a world of trouble. So I'm going with Forte tonight against San Francisco. Good luck. I'm going with Fitzgerald again this week against Seattle. Seattle's gave up a ton of points in being passed on. They're ranked 17th, but I think they gave up a little bit more than that. But you can't go wrong with Fitzgerald. He got us 13 last week. I'm looking to get something out of him this week. My other starter I got in right now is Santonio Holmes. Hadn't started him in a while. He's playing Cincinnati. This one I'm still undecided on. King Nix is on a bye. I got Brandon Marshall against Washington, and that's not going against. I don't want to start him because they're playing Washington like the Turner deal last week. Washington is the 1st ranked pass defense for a reason, and I cannot start Brandon Marshall against him. Not Kyle Lawton back there. Denver's starting to show their true colors. Jerry Maclin, I don't know. I mean, he's a great receiver, but is Philadelphia, can they get it to him? I don't know. Philadelphia plays so up and down. And San Diego is the 5th pass ranked defense. So, another one I got is Anthony Gonzalez. He's still out. So I don't know when he's coming back. They don't like they need him, so I'm kind of locked into Santonio Holmes this week. So that's what I'm starting. Tight end, Shijinko's back. Got a combination plate with him and Favre this week against Detroit, playing at home. I'm expecting to get points out of him. I'll be disappointed if I don't. Then going with Matt Stover this week against the New England Patriots. New England's defense should be just good enough to hold Indianapolis out of the end zone a few times and to a few field goals. They're playing in the dome, so I ain't got to worry about no snow up in New England type weather. Should be a shootout of a game, I would hope. High scoring. It'll be a good one to watch Sunday. 8 o'clock night game. It'll be interesting. And of course, I'm going with New Orleans Saints defense against St. Louis. That should be points. So all in all, this week I shouldn't be doing too bad.